Today I'll be explaining about the impact of social media in enhancing the secondary level students' vocabulary in the Damha district. So to start off, the background of the study. So we all know that English plays a vital role globally, and especially Sri Lanka, many schools are asked to learn English. However, when it comes to comparing global researchers as well as Sri Lankan researchers, I came across that there are most researchers focusing on the undergraduates, and there are no researchers in the secondary level. So, according to Nishad, social media plays a vital role in a person's life, and it can be utilized as an educational tool. So my research aims to understand the impact of social media in enhancing the secondary level student vocabulary. So despite the previous research's works, I noticed that the impact of social media is mainly focused on writing and speaking, and there's less amount of research.
Who is your supervisor?
Mr. There's less amount of researchers on vocabulary, making it unclear of the impact of social media on the English language. So these are my research objectives. To identify the social media usage of secondary level students, examine the secondary level students' average spending time on the internet, examine the influence of the usage of social media towards the learning of English vocabulary by the secondary level students. So this is my main literature. So the first each sections are divided. The first section will be giving an overview about social media, and the second section will be focusing on the impact of social media and the English language proficiency.
Why do you have a mini literature review in your dissertation?
To explain, like, to give broader idea to the reader.
But in the research, it has to be literature review, not mini literature.
So these are the research articles I came across. So according to study done by Putri and Amita in 2021, they state that utilizing Facebook is useful when it comes to students in writing, such as like posting comments or writing Facebook reviews. Additionally, there is more research saying that using WhatsApp is also a useful way to communicate with students. And we can see that there was that they focus on the vocabulary as well as the motivation social media has on the students. However, when we compare it to the Sri Lankan research, they focus mainly on the undergraduate performance, and according to another research I read, they focus on the impact of social media on the preschool students. And so there is a less amount of research on the secondary level, especially in the Yamaha district. So this is my research gap. There are very few researches conducted in relation to social media's impact on vocabulary on secondary level students. And the current literature lacks in showcasing a significant gap of understanding on how social media impacts vocabulary, especially on the secondary students in the Gappa district. So this research was able to analyze the effectiveness of social media in helping secondary students improve and enhance their vocabulary. So I used the quantitative method to collect data, and I did a pre-test as well as post-test. So
Action research.
and I did a paired sample t-test which compared both pre-test and the post-test to identify if there is a difference between them. So as you can see, there is a slight improvement of the students after doing the pre-test as well as the post-test. However, it can't be identified that it has a major impact on students. use of social media's impact. And in addition to further investigate, by utilizing social media while practicing with students